Good morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss about multimedia compression technique. Now we are going to discuss about introduction of multimedia. What is meant by multimedia? Multi means many. Media means material through which the information can be transmitted or sent. Information being transferred by more than one medium is called multimedia. It is a combination of text, image, audio, video, animation, graphics, and hardware that can be delivered electronically or digitally, which can be accessed interactively. That is nothing but multimedia. Multimedia is a representation of information in an attractive and interactive manner with the use of a combination of text, audio, video, graphics, and animation. Examples for multimedia: email, Yahoo Messenger, video conferencing, and MMS are coming under multimedia. What are all the components of multimedia? Various components of multimedia are text, image, audio, video, animation, graphics, and hardware. So first let us discuss about text. What is meant by text? All multimedia productions contain some amount of text. Text can have various types of fonts and size to suit the profession presentation of the multimedia software. So text is a combination of words and symbols in any form, spoken or written, are the most common system of the communication. Text is an important component used in many multimedia applications. They are the characters that are used to create words, sentence, and paragraphs. Representation of text: unformatted, formatted, and hypertext. First, let us discuss about what is meant by unformatted text. Generally, the plain text containing only printable characters, white space, and line breaks. So, the plain text, it consists of characters, white space, at the same time line breaks. Enables pages to be created which comprise strings of fixed sized character form a limited character set. Example, Microsoft Notepad. Unformatted text is any text that is not associated with any formatting information. So generally the plain text we used to call it as a unformatted text. Second one is formatted text. Formatted text is also known as rich text. And then enable documents to be created that consist of characters of different styles, variable size, different styles, variable size, and shape, each which can be a plain, bold, or italic. So here the formatted text, it is also known as a rich text. It can be editable, so we can go for a different style, and size we can increase it or decreases, the shape we can change it. So this text we used to call it as a formatted text. Next one is hypertext. Hypertext is the text displayed on a computer display or other electronic devices with references. That means hyperlinks to other text which the reader can immediately access. This is also known as stretch text. Hypertext pages are interacted by hyperlinks, typically activated by mouse click or key press sequence or by touching the screen. So generally if we want to open, if we have a hyperlink, then the text we used to call it as a hypertext. Generally it is used for describe the table, images, and other presentation content form of hyperlinks. That one we used to call it as a hypertext. Hypertext is underlying concept defining structures of World Wide Web, with the pages often written in hypertext markup language, that means HTML. Hypertext is basically same as regular text. It can be stored, read, searched, or edited. Hypertext document can either be static, that means prepared and stored in advance, or it may be dynamic, that means continuously changing in response to user input, such as a dynamic web page. Static hypertext can be used to cross-reference collection of data in documents, software application, or books on CDs. Next component is graphics. Graphics make the multimedia application attractive. In many cases, people do not like reading large amount of textual matter on the screen. Therefore, graphics are used more often than text to explain the concept, present background information. There are two types of graphic. One is bitmap images, another one is vector graphics. First, let us see what is meant by bitmap images. Bitmap images are real images that can be captured from devices such as digital camera or scanners. So generally the digital cameras and scanners, whatever image we are getting, that image we used to call it as a bitmap image. Generally bitmap images are not editable. Bitmap images require a large amount of memory. Second one is vector graphic. Vector graphics are drawn on a computer and only require a small amount of memory. These graphics are editable. Next type of multimedia component is audio. Multimedia application may require the use of speech, music and sound effect. These are all called audio or sound element of multimedia. Audio are of analog and digital type. Analog audio or sound refers to the original sound signal. Computer stores in the digital form. Therefore, the sound is used in multimedia application is digital audio. So whatever the analog, whatever the sound we are getting, it is in the form of analog. So this analog audio is converted into digital through the computer. So in multimedia, we used to call it as a digital audio. Next component is video. The term video refers to moving picture accompanied by sound such as picture in television. So the audio, the moving image, and also it includes the sound. The combination of these two is we used to call it as a video. Video element of multimedia application gives lot of information in small duration of time. Digital video nowadays it is very useful in multimedia application for showing real life objects. Video have highest performance demand on computer memory and on bandwidth if placed on the internet. So generally as compared to text and audio, the video information it occupies more space in the computer memory. At the same time the performance is very good. Digital video files can be stored like in any other files in a computer and the quality of video can still be maintained. Digital audio files can be transferred within a computer network. Digital video clips can be edited easily. Next type of multimedia component is animation. Animation is a process of making a static image look like it is moving. Animation is just a continuous series of still images that are displayed in a sequence. So the still images, if you are moving continuously, that we used to call it as a animation. Animation can be used effectively for attracting attention. Animation also makes a presentation light and attractive. Animation is very popular in multimedia application. So up to here we discussed about various components of multimedia. Then next we will discuss about the multimedia characteristics. What are all the basic characteristics of multimedia? Multimedia system has 4 basic characteristics. First one, multimedia system must be computer controlled. So all the multimedia components we can able to control through the computer only. So multimedia systems must be computer controlled. Second one, multimedia systems are integrated. And third one is information that they handle must be represented digitally. So whatever information we are giving, that means text, animation, audio, video, this must be represented in the form of digital only. The interface to the final presentation of media is usually interactive. So the ultimate aim of multimedia is it should be interactive manner. So these all are the 4 characteristics of multimedia. One is it must be computer controlled and multimedia components are integrated and can be handled, and that data it can be represented in digital. Finally, the presentation of multimedia it should be interactive. Next one, applications of multimedia. What are all the various applications? First one, multimedia, it must be very much useful in business. Multimedia can be used in many business application. The multimedia technology along with communication technology has opened the door for information of global work group. And multimedia network should support for the following facilities. It can be used for voicemail, email, multimedia based fax, office needs, employee training, sales and other types of group presentation, record management. For this purpose, the multimedia is very much useful in business, and multimedia is also used for marketing and advertisement. Is useful for entertainment such as games and movies. Multimedia is useful in education for conducting online classes, video conferences type of thing. The multimedia is also useful in education. Multimedia is useful for bank application. Multimedia is useful in hospitals. Multimedia best use in hospitals for real-time monitoring of conditions of patient in critical illness or accident. The conditions are displayed continuously on a computer screen and can alert the doctor and nurse on duty if any changes